Hello everyone, and welcome back to Building Nations. As you can see, we are once again in the area where I make your ideas. We already have a big old tree and a cool tower, and now it is time to build. Another comment from Jasen Winn, who says, a Cyclops with a big club. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Gotta pick an area first though. Not entirely sure where it's gonna go, but I don't know, probably around here, maybe. Might do some terraforming, take out some of these trees, and then stick a Cyclops right there with a big club. A very important distinction there. Has to have a big club. Because otherwise, what are we even doing here? Alright, so while I terraform this, if you're new to the series and don't know how this works, all you have to do is leave a comment on this video or the next Building Nations video, and if your comment gets the most likes, then your build will be built in this world. So, just keep that in mind. If you have an idea, maybe other people like it, so you should comment it and see what happens. So, I originally took out just the wood of those trees, and that was a really bad idea. It made my game lag. Like, I got like significant frame droppage from doing that. You can't really see it on the spectator account, but yeah, it was bad. So then I just removed all the leaves entirely, and the problem was solved. I don't know why I didn't just start with that, but I probably should have. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Anyway, we do have a Cyclops structure being built right now. You've already seen from the thumbnail the end result, so maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. I am for this episode. I'll put the end result in the thumbnail, but I don't know. Is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? Well, maybe. I just don't know what else I'd put in the thumbnail to show what the video's about that isn't the actual end result. I don't know. This is kind of weird. We'll see though. We'll see. But you already know what the Cyclops looks like. But I will try to explain some of my building decisions here, because I don't really have another topic of conversation in mind. That's another thing you can comment too, actually. Topics of conversation. Because if they look interesting, I'll do them. That's not even a like-dislike thing. That's just, if I see one that I like, I'll do it. Um, so, you can leave those comments too. Maybe your conversation idea is really good, and you want me to talk about it, and maybe I want to talk about it. So we can work together to create a nice talking time, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I do have my Cyclops. I gave him, he's kneeling, because that's a good position to build people in, for me at least, because it's simple. Um, like it's not particularly difficult to build someone kneeling. Well, I mean, it's not like easy, but it's not really hard either. So I made him kneeling. I gave him some like sandals, because I feel like that's like what Cyclopses wear is sandals. I don't know. I have a very like loose idea of what the Cyclops truly looks like. I looked up some images on like Google and stuff, but it didn't really help me get an accurate picture of what I need. So that's kind of interesting. But hopefully I'll be able to find out something about what's going on. And maybe it'll look good. Maybe it won't look good. I don't know. Building the arms though, I didn't give him any shoulders to start out with, and that caused a problem. So I didn't do that in the statue in Furcia also, if you know what that looks like. There are no shoulders on that statue, so its arms look kind of weird. And now I know. Make shoulders. They're good. Shoulders help solve all your problems. They're just wonderful things. So, I also made him even, like an even block center, which is really stupid considering he only has one eye. And even if he had two eyes, an odd center would still have worked a lot better. But I did make him an eye, gave him some eyebrows in the form of black carpet. I tried to do like a weird complex like, nose, and I just decided on that, like a little button nose kind of thing. And then his mouth, the mouth is probably the best part, if I'm being honest. Yeah, you can see it a little bit, from this angle, but it looks great. I love his face. He looks so funny. He's so angry that he's holding this club. Uh, I also gave him a little sash. I don't know, just for more stuff on him, so he's not just a white mass with a face and sandals on. Uh, but, you know, his arms are outstretched, and now I had to look up what exactly a club looks like, because, I didn't really know. I mean, like, I had a general idea, but it wasn't anything too specific. So, I had to do that. I also decided to make it out of brick, which may not have been the best choice, but it certainly didn't hurt either. It's kind of weird. I don't know if I were to build this again, I probably wouldn't do it out of brick, but it doesn't look particularly bad. So, I guess I'll take that. Um, One thing I did notice though is a lot of them have like colored windows. So, I stuck some colored windows on it. I tried to do like a little entrance thing, like a sidewalk in front of it, but it didn't really look good, so I just scrapped it. Um, and then archways and stuff over the doors and windows, which is pretty standard, but I decided to do that out of stone brick instead of spruce, because the stone brick just looks a bit better. Um, yeah, little details here and there, just to make it seem less boring of a building. And then, of course, the main roof segment of the building, which is probably the most important part. It's how else are you going to know it's a big club if, you don't have your name on top? So, I kind of modeled this after, like other types of buildings. Like, I've seen kind of buildings, like, in the style that I was looking for, out and about, and they look kind of good, so I decided to go with them. Originally, I was going to go with, like, banner letters for my for the roof segment, and then I was gonna do BIG exclamation point. So it would take up 4 characters since I made this an even center for some reason. It's gonna take up 4 characters. Um, so yeah, that would have worked, but I didn't end up doing that because I couldn't get the banner letters to work. I was trying to do like a command or something even. You see, I gave myself a command block there. Try to get the command to make it work, and the command didn't work. So, tried to use a loom eventually, and I ran out of steps because I looked up a guide and it wouldn't take any more dye. So I just kind of abandoned that idea. I don't know enough about banners or how to make them work well to get um, like fancy looking banners that actually mean something. So I just kind of stuck with regular actual letters because banner letters just weren't doing it. They weren't good enough because I couldn't get them to work. If any of you know how to make banner letters work, I will appreciate it if you could let me know, because that's something that I would want to use in the future at some point, probably, and I don't know how to do them. So I'd probably just abandon the idea entirely up to a certain point, because I just don't know how to do it. Okay. I'm also kind of tired, apparently, because I just yawned in the middle of this. I'm boring even myself. Sorry about that. But anyway, I decided to go with block big letters. And trying to space this out was kind of difficult also. So I had to make my I a 2 block center, and it's lowercase. Though, no, I couldn't have done an uppercase I because I don't have vertical slabs. With vertical slabs, I could have done an uppercase I that was 2 blocks. But I don't have them, so I couldn't. Because I'd need, like, I would do stairs for the base and the top, and then I'd need just a middle segment that's like the upper stair block, but flat against the wall, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't. So, I mean, I could draw a picture, but that would take a lot of time. So, I won't do that. And there we have it. The Cyclops, with a big club has now been built successfully, and I think he'll make a nice addition to the user-suggested builds family. They all have faces, so I guess that might be a trend that will continue on going. I don't know, but in any case, I'm going to leave this here. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a comment with your build suggestion, and if it gets the most likes on either this episode or the next episode of this series, then it will be built in this area. And also leave a comment with any feedback you have for me, and I'll see all of you later. Bye.